himself made a Hall of Famer. That's how good he was. The pick and roll that you see in today's game that is trying to phase out that play,
They perfected it.
not only did they perfect it, but you had a lot of teams try to run variations of it to varying degrees of success because of Stockton and Malone. But it was Stockton that had to run it. And not only is he the most prolific assist guy, but by 3,000 of them, he also has the most steals in NBA history. That's right. Unlike your king, Stockton also played defense.
Lots and lots and lots of defense.
So, and then when it comes to Magic, look,
Do we have to
I'll
do
put
we
it to you
have
like,
to mention that Magic started at center, played forward and guard on May
doggone it, you climbed
23rd,
my
1980?
brain.
I'm sorry.
Mm-mm-mm. But I will continue on with that because that's exactly where I was going to go.
Go ahead.
You, you had a guy who's 6'9". He played every position on the court, played center in a finals clincher.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he did this in his rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabbed not only the Larry O'Brien hardware, but he also grabbed what now is called the Bill Russell MVP, but the finals MVP to boot. And he did that in his rookie season. It took LeBron almost 10 years to pull the same feat. But in his first year, he didn't even sniff the playoffs, let alone the finals, let alone a championship.
In this
That is your
first year,
king.
he didn't sniff a 500 record. Next.
Oh, and then the year that Magic was, he was 20 when he did that. When LeBron was 20, he barely was sniffing the playoffs then. So, rookie season, nah. When LeBron was 20, nah. Not nearly the same basketball player as Magic.
I'm gonna
So when it comes
climb.
to court vision,
I'm gonna
when it
climb in
comes to
your head again
okay,
because these bronzexuals have said to both you and I, but Finals MVP aren't the same as regular season MVPs.
yes. Now this is one of the times I'm glad you climbed in my brain. You're right, bronzosexuals. The Finals MVP is not the same as the regular season MVP. Why? Because the Finals MVP is awarded to the guy who actually played his best, in my humble opinion, the whole playoffs long.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some have argued with me, no, it's just about that series. No, no, no. They probably do look at the play in the series too, but it's about from the time the playoffs begin until the end of the playoffs, which of course would be the final game of the finals, whenever that is, game 4, 5, 6, or 7. They look at, okay, which guy made the biggest impact throughout the playoffs. I know that factors in to who they vote as the guy who's going to take home the finals MVP hardware. Your king is taking home 4. And I know you want to say, well, yeah, he took home 4. Magic only took home 3. There you go. Okay, fine. So Magic only took home 3 finals MVPs and 3 regular season MVPs. And LeBron is taking 4 of each. Bravo. Great. You got one over somebody. That's wonderful. You can laud yourself over that. You can laud yourself over Kobe only having 2 finals MVPs and 1 regular season MVP. There you go. There you go. 2 Lakers that LeBron supposedly is better than. Yes. Wonderful Bron sections.
Um, Halt. Um,
Yes, sir.
he's not better than neither Magic nor Kobe.
Man, what a hard right turn. Because you know what? This man is correct. Neither one is LeBron better than. And I know you're going to say to me, you hating hard, Cole. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Bron
This
Sexton.
ain't hate.
This is something that is okay. I know I
This
have
is
to dumb
something
down
that
the.
is proven and that is fact.
Okay, I know Bronx, Texas. I have to dumb down the language when I speak to you, but in this case, you're going to have to learn a word or two. And this word is objectivity. And and objectivity is basically calling something the way you see it, regardless of how you feel about the subject.
Isn't that what we do every day?
Of course, objectivity. Like saying in his era, Jordan is great. Like at the position of center, Kareem is one of the greatest to ever do it. Objectivity, because I am not a Bulls fan and I'm not a Lakers fan. But that's something you don't practice. You don't even practice objectivity because you think, okay, LeBron is on the court and no one else matters. No one else
Um,
matters today. No one else matters yesteryear. That is how you think, Bronsexuals.
Follow up on objectivity. Dare I mention the name James Worthy?
Oh, big game James.
Do I
Yes.
dare mention number 42,
Yes.
who was the player before LeBron to clinch a final series or to have a seventh game triple double?
Haven't seen triple double.
Because
And then
before Braun did the deed, James Worthy on June 21st, 1988,
1988,
recorded 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists at the Forum against the Detroit Pistons. And
which
by the
garnered
way,
him
that was his
his
seventh
Finals
game.
MVP. Yes, and that garnered him his Finals MVP. Now,
Follow up, this guy that I'm about to mention didn't get a Finals MVP, but it was a hell of a forward. Um, does the name Jamal Wilkes mean anything to you, Bronsexual?
and his performance in Game 6 of the 1980s NBA Finals, if it weren't
37.
for the if it weren't for the fact that Magic eclipsed him by putting forth a 42, 7, and 15 line, we probably would be talking about Jamal Wilkes possibly making an MVP candidacy in the finals himself that year.
Yep.
One of the smoothest shots a forward's ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Rivals others like Bernard King, others like Alice English, others like Kiki Vandeweghe. Oh, I know, I'm talking over your heads. I know it for a second. I'm sorry.
Um,
Sorry.
Others like Dominique Wilkins, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Others, let's see, like Larry Nance, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. We already mentioned Dennis. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You want a forward who is actually a center? James Edwards.
Underrated on offense and definitely solid on defense and rebounding. Definitely. Because you see, Bronsexuals, objectivity is something that you don't know what it's about. You don't understand it because you don't practice it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you think that the world revolves around LeBron. Hence why. Hence why. Hence why I say. I mean, hence why we look at the knees where your pants are and they're worn. Almost to the knee.
I even mentioned his name to my children, and they go, "Oh God."
Exactly.
I mentioned this name
It
to my grandchildren, and they go, "Good Lord."
exactly. Exactly. The world the world, according to the Bronsexual, revolves around numbers of the purple and gold. And I know that you all are saying, no, it's not. I'm looking at what I'm seeing, and LeBron's the best to ever do it. Really? Really? I understand that your basketball knowledge is only
Okay, the mic the
10,
mic stand's got to sit on
15.
the floor for this. I got to take the mic stand down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the world revolves around LeBron, and LeBron is the
Uh,
best to do it.
Uh, okay. Find a lion having a bronze sexual say that to you or me.
I can't.
That's what I thought. I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue your
I
disproving of that statement.
I can't because many a bronze sexual, whether I am asleep or awake,
Not asleep.
when you get that ding in the middle of the night that has your stomach shaking,
Not
when
that
you
ding in the
get
middle of the
that
night.
ding in the middle of the night from your phone that has you
Not,
waking up going, oh, now what?
not that ding in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I that has happened.
All right.
I
Yes.
mean that.
And you see the reason why I can boldly say this is how you think, other than because this is what I've heard you all say ad nauseum to Brian and to me, is the following.
Oh no.
So I had a conversation with a bronzexual. Yes, I have a conversation with one of you idiots. And they threw up this insane image. At my job, they call it a social card. But they threw up this inane and insane image. And it's one that I would hope to smile because the picture on the bottom is of Kobe Bryant on a fast break about to dunk on the road in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
But was on top of that picture, which read, quote, the biggest difference between LeBron and MJ. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Michael Jordan to you peons. Is that there will never be another LeBron, but there was another MJ. Close quote. You say this
Back
as
up.
it.
Halt. Halt. Okay, come
Yes,
back.
sir.
Come back, Mike Stan. I'm gonna need my hands. Read that to me again, slowly.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Quote: the biggest difference between LeBron and MJ or Michael Jordan is that there will never be another LeBron, another MJ. Close quote.
You fool! You fool! You fool! That's terrible. You fool!
And you see, my partner would love to say something much, much more graphic than that. But he's being respectful to you fools, and he's not doing it. Here's the thing you all use this as a badge of honor, but you idiots don't understand how that works against someone like LeBron. So, yeah, there will never be another LeBron James. I'm glad that there's only one. And I'm not saying that in a negative manner. I'm actually saying in a positive manner. I'm glad there's only one. I'm glad there will never be one like him. But you saw another basketball player who looked at another one that came before him, that played a full career before he became an NBA player himself. And before he even set foot on the NBA court, said, I got to model a lot of what I do after him because I want to be as great as he was. And I want to get as great as I can possibly be with my own skill, but I want to also do it learning from the greatest to ever do it. Now, Do you think any NBA player that comes in the league today, any one of them, please name them, like a Lamelo Ball, let me think of another one, like a James Wiseman, like a Ja Morant, that will actually say, there will be another LeBron because they were interested in wanting to learn what LeBron did. No. And this is how short sighted you all are. This is how narrow minded you are. And this is how pea in the brain you are. Because you consider this a slight to MJ, but it's a slight to LeBron because nobody wants to model their game after him. But we all know of one who did model his game after Jordan.
Model their game after LeBron?
You fool! That's terrible. You stupid idiot.
And you see bronzexuals, that is what you all are. You all are so pea in the brain. You all are so small in the nugget that if a parakeet was in your brain and if it were to fly backwards, you go backwards with it. So after we have to deal with yet another LeBron James is thinking about leaving his team story, and yes, that came up today, and the rumor has been rampant for the full week, we have to deal with another bronzexual take that I read. And this came on the knee, not necessarily heels, of Anthony Davis lying on the, was it the Timberwolves court?
Mm-hmm.
Clutching his knee. And I wish I had this verbatim, but I'll paraphrase it. The bronzexual said, "Oh, Lord, I really wanted Davis to be the guy to lead the team back to prominence, considering LeBron is on his last legs. But oh no, LeBron, LBJ in his 19th MFing season will have to come and save the day again." Come and save the day again. Come and
I
we're
think
talking.
Booker T, who's a native of Texas, said it best. They did not say that. Tell me they did not say that.
To the dismay of my fellow Houstonian brother, yes, Booker, they did say that. We're talking about a guy who, when you all whine about other people stacking a deck, they're responding to LeBron trying to stack his own. We're talking about a guy who, when people know the team around him sucks, that they boldly chant, LeBron's going to trade you. Because they know he has so much pull that if you are out of favor with them, you're just as gone within a snap of a finger. And you could be a baller, but if you just simply get up on the wrong side of LeBron's bed that morning, you pretty much are gone that afternoon.
Just ask Brandon Ingram.
And they would benefit from having a guy like Brandon Ingram now. But he was too young. He was not mature enough. And this is only 3 years ago. Not 6, 7, 8, 3. And look at him now. So that is the type of thing that we're dealing with. And this guy actually said this in the thought process of, well, look at how LeBron, when he leaves teams, how much they sink, and then when he comes to a team, how much their fortunes rise. Became a lottery contender after that. You say this like it's a badge of honor, but it's not.
And then you use the same argument to disparage MJ,
Thank you.
to disparage Julius Erving, to
And
disparage Stephen Curry, to disparage
because
the Splash Brothers.
because the name of the game is to get as many pieces as possible to make your team as good as it can be to win a championship. LeBron or not. LeBron's team or not. You don't penalize someone like Kevin Durant because he has 2 rings and won them both against LeBron, I may add, because he joined a team that previously won 73 games the year before. No, you congratulate them on the chess move because that was a chess move.
Yeah, it
That's
was a
what LeBron was
chess
trying to
move.
perform. That's what LeBron was trying to perform. So,
Yeah, but LeBron plays checkers.
so a team like the Warriors looked at what LeBron did, and in the 2 years that he amassed the team that he had in Cleveland, it's like, okay, they got to the finals one year and they won the next year. So, what is a team like the Warriors supposed to do? Oh, we won 73 games. You should simply just stand pat
Uh,
because
no.
because you know it's all about
I'll
parity.
I'll stop you right there.
Oh, good Lord. Don't make me ill, bronzexuals. Good Lord.
That's their mission in life is to make you ill.
And while I mentioned heat, thank you to my partner here. I'm close with this. He gave me an article which talked about one of his teammates, Iman Shumpert, and it's circled around sports media circles. And what Mr. Shumpert had to say was, quote, LeBron James ruined basketball. Close quote.
You can stop right there because we got to wrap it up. And all I will add are these 3 words: find the lie.
Hmm.
You can stop right there. All I will say, find the lie. Because there isn't any. I've said it on this program. Cole has said it to me. We've said it to each other on this show, as well as the great Cole Sports on the Daily. LeBron has turned the NBA into an AAU league. The only teams that avoided it are the 3 that I cover: the Bulls, the Spurs, and the Warriors. And a lot of people are going to say, well, Durant pulled a LeBron move. No, as my partner said best, Durant made a chess move.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a chess move.
That was a get the hell away from Westbrook move.
And what sucked about it was you all teased him about being loyal on the team and not winning a chip. And the teasing went to jealousy in about a year's time.
After he kicked LeBron's ass
You poked
in the
fun at him
World
about not winning a
Championship
chip.
Series.
Yeah, you poked fun at him in 2016 for not even sniffing the finals and only had one shot at the chip 4 years prior. And then after he beats your king in 5, you say, wait a minute, it was unfair.
So he
No,
proves it was fair and sweeps his ass.
the next year. Let me tell you what is fair, bronzessuals. It is fair to look at you and understand that you all possess brain matter that of a ball of yarn. Because you all do not want to see what is painfully obvious and in plain sight.
Yeah, plainly obvious. I can dig that. And
LeBron,
in pain's sight.
because it pains us both, and it has pained me to actually have a segment like this to point this out to you. It is just as painful to hear you all talk about LeBron being the greatest this and the greatest that as it was when you saw last night LeBron coming down the bucket, try to lay it up, and twist his ankle. Painful. It's painful to hear you all gush about this guy. Oh, you don't believe me? Remember, I will always have in my memory bank someone saying, quote, the only one I will let clap my cheeks
Oh.
is LeBron James. Close quote.
Close this shop, please.
You all disgust me, bronsexuals. In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Bronsexual Confessions. Man, these people make me sick, man.